let's try this again. My bad, y'all, for the first live with some technical difficulties. But without further ado, I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. You know, we're here to talk about Game 7, NBA Finals, OKC Thunder versus Indiana Pacers. A lot to unpack in this Game 7, but before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the electrifying content with the people. Salute the friends and family. Salute the Bucks Nation. Hey, salute to everyone who joined the live. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Before we get into anything, I do want to wish Tyrese Haliburton well wishes. That man did, regardless of how we feel about him and regardless of the juvenile acts he does do, you never want to see a player tear their Achilles. You never want to see a player tear their Achilles. And obviously, that was a big difference in the outcome of this game. I honestly do feel if Haliburton was playing, this outcome would be a lot different because I didn't see anything from OKC besides their defense today that looked scary. I'm just keeping it real. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander volume shooting today. Jaylen Williams volume shooting. They shot 40%. Let's get into these numbers. I'm going to tap you in a minute. Pass, I see you. Bleacher Report, I'm going to tap you in. Let me just go over these numbers again real quick, and we're going to get into it. And after we talk about Game 7, obviously we want to give congratulations to OKC. They did win regardless of how they won it. So we do need to give them congratulations. The MVP, Finals MVP, and a champion now. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has already cemented his legacy already. He's done more in OKC already than Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, or James Harden could do. Regardless of how you feel about him, he's done more than they did. He won a championship for OKC, so we got to respect that. We definitely got to respect that. And shout out to the community for the 4K. What? Shout out to friends and family for the support. Got a boy. You got your boy over 4K over this little vacation. Salute. Appreciate y'all, friends and family. What's good? Salute. We gonna still keep grinding. We looking for 10,000. Salute. All right, let's get into these number scales. I see you, Monalando. I see all y'all in the chat. What up, Eliza? I'm gonna shout y'all out in a minute. Let's get over these numbers. I know a lot of y'all are happy about this outcome. All friends and family is about to be petty tonight. Friends and family is going to be petty tonight. Salute. Pacers lose on the road 103-91. They were without their star player, Tyrese Haliburton, who did tear his Achilles after only playing 7 minutes, but he did already pour in 9 points, which was impressive. Andrew Nembhard had 15, played decent. Miles Turner is washed, too. I do want to put that out there. I do believe Miles Turner is washed. Miles Turner, 6 points. Naismith did nothing, 3 points. Siakam didn't give him anything, 16 points. Mathurin. Hey, Moose, I told you about Mathurin. I said Mathurin got game, man. I'm telling you. He had 24. McConnell is just a beast. I watched in that third quarter. Them boys was turning it over left and right, and McConnell was doing everything he could to keep the boys in it. He ran off 12 straight again. McConnell is a problem. He went out on his shield. He went out on some 300 Spartan. Like, he was like, look, just give me the ball. Get out the way. Shout out to TJ McConnell for going out on the shield. I got to give him a credit where credit is due. They did not shoot well. 41% from the field. 39% from three is solid. 75% from the free throw line. The biggest difference in this game, we don't have to get into all the meat and potatoes. 21 turnovers, it's a wrap. 21 turnovers, it's a wrap. McConnell had 7 by himself. You can't turn the ball over 21 times and beat an NBA team. It's just not going to happen. Chet Holmgren had a solid game, had 18. Jaylen Williams, this is no hate, no shade. I'm just not a fan of Jaylen Williams. I think he's a cool little player, but I don't see any special effects in my Floyd Mayweather voice. I just don't see no special effects. I don't see anything. I'm just keeping it real. He's a good little player, but I just don't see no special effects where we should be calling him J-Dub and all of this extra stuff. He's a cool little two-way player. If I'm wrong or if I sound like I'm hating, y'all let me know. But I don't see what the big deal is with Jaylen Williams. I just don't. I'm keeping it real. Isaiah Hartenstein did nothing. Your MVP played 40 minutes, shot 8 of 27, 2 of 12 from 3. He can hit them free throws though, can he? He can hit them free throws. Them free throws make that 29 look real good, don't it? Do you guys think the SGA would be as effective if they were to treat him like they do Dame as far as fouls being called? Just a question. Is SGA as effective if they treat him like they do Dame for calls? Just a question. Just a question. Lou Dort chipped in with 9. Caruso had some solid contributions, 10 points. Case and Watts played well, 10. But they didn't play like no world beaters today. They weren't nothing special. They shot 40%, 27% from 3, 71% from the free throw line. They just didn't beat themselves. They only turned the ball over 7 times. That's it. You just... Pacers, 32 points off turnovers. 32 points. What else do we need to talk about? What else are we talking about? That's it. 32 points off turnovers. You deserve to lose. So, hey, you deserve to lose. I don't, hey, whatever y'all associated yourself with to get y'all this far, it cost Haliburton his Achilles. Just saying. They did what they could. They got all the way to Game 7. And whatever they was doing, it ran out of steam. The team ran out of steam. It just is what it is. But congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm still not impressed with the squad. And they will not be back next year. We definitely don't have to worry about them next year. You don't have to worry about that at all. They will not be back next year. Let's shout out everybody. Let's get the lines open early here. We'll get the lines. Let me get this kicked in. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, now we should be good. Let me shout out everybody in the chat. Jimmy Roller, what's good? Pass. Appreciate you, bro. Greg Delaney, what's good? Brandon King Carter, Robert Allen, Saul Cali, what's good? Appreciate you, bro. Yes, sir. 4K. We moving, bro. JST Fresh Tech, what's good? LG, what's good? King Temp, KJK5, what's good? Boy, mommy, appreciate you. Robert Allen, what's good? Mr. 414 in the building. Scales, what's good? This dude. Scales, why, bro? Get well soon. Pacers is nasty work. That's nasty work, Scales. Oh, Derek Stevenson, what's good? Curated Christian, what's good? 7Z, Monalando in the building. Eric Payne, what's good? Oh, some of these comments is wild, bro. Prime time was good, T. King Tim, what's good? Jeff Riley, I see you. Childish, what I see. Let me get these super chats. I'm going to tap y'all in. Oh, y'all, wow. Monalando, appreciate the $2 super chat. See how it feels when your best player is injured? Yeah, they really see. I mean, Haliburton wanted to be like Dame in every way, it looked like. Don't applaud that. Don't applaud that. That might have been too soon. Don't applaud that. But he tried to be like Dame in every way. King Temp was good. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Prayers to Hallie, but in the meantime, they can hold up the L just like Hallie's daddy was holding up the top in Giannis' face. Yo. Salute. Monalonzo, appreciate $2 super chat. Told you Pacers need to be humble. Now you know. Facts. All right, let me tap into people. It's already getting late here. Tapping in Bleach Report. Boss tapping you in. Pass tapping you in. And then after we talk about the Game 7, let's talk about, I do want to get into the Kevin Durant trade and also how these injuries change the landscape of the Eastern Conference. All right, gentlemen, what's good? Shout out to Pass in the bottom right. Bleach Report Boss in the bottom left.
I'm glad you are on my side finally about this Jada shit. I told you he ain't like that.
He's just not. I was saying in the other line before I had to redo it. I was saying he's a cool player, but I can't see him being your number 2 and you being comfortable with that. I
Chris
can't.
Middleton. Never compared to Chris.
Yeah. He's not better than Chris Middleton.
You ain't better than Chris Middleton.
Not
Chris
prime
had
Chris.
multiple 40-point games. You only had one.
And now everything had to go right.
I'll be honest with you, I really didn't watch Jaylen, really play before. Really, this is my first time actually watching him play, and he was just struggling to get a layup.
He don't got no jumper.
No, he was struggling to get any points.
He's okay.
It was like looking at that.
Okay.
To me, I look at more as a defender. And somebody can score in transition.
He's a solid two-way player. But I don't think he's this superstar or anything like that. OKC is very obviously only has one superstar.
Correct.
And that's it. And
that's it. Yeah. And role players.
Even Chet, who I think has the better potential of the two.
Right.
His offensive game is terrible.
Yes.
If there's one thing I've learned about this whole series so far is that these stretch bigs are frauds. I do not care about no stretch bigs no more. Forget about them. We don't need any of them. None of them are good.
I feel you, Scales, but it went 7 games though. So how much better are they really than the Pacers if it went 7 games? Let's not do that, Scales. Come on, bro.
There's a reason why. There's a simple reason why, and that is because coaching makes a huge difference. Okay. There's a huge difference between what Rick is doing as a coach and what Mark was doing. Mark is a god-awful coach is what I'm seeing. The more I watch the playoffs, the more I'm like, this is not really a good coach. He's really getting by off of good players.
When Giannis went on 50 points, and despite him...
Yeah, it's off of good players. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We've seen the same thing with Bud. Bad coaches win championships. It's happened.
This is true.
We have one of them right now.
Right. Right, that it's crazy. So before we get into everything, let's start with Game 7. What are your thoughts? Bleacher Report boss, then you, Pat. What do you think of this game, and do you think it was over as soon as Haliburton tore his Achilles?
This is like the second time I watched the game fully and not watched a player get hurt. It had an Achilles. Like, as soon as I saw the replay, it showed the back of his calf. It looked just like when Aaron Rodgers got hurt. Game got hurt. It was just when Jay, I'm like, again, but he had calf strength like the last couple of games, and you knew it was going to be a matter of time before that happened. It was just a routine. He trying to rope back, and all of a sudden, it just popped it. Like, some of these, it's gonna change the landscape. But we'll talk about that later. But
I just want to say this: if anybody from the Bucks is listening, I'm hearing that players are spooked about this Achilles thing and they are getting stem cell treatments. If that's helping these players, Bucks, please give every player stem cells in their Achilles. That's all I want to say.
Hey, go ahead. For Dame right now?
You said what?
Get that for Dame real quick.
Yeah, get it for Dame right now. Yeah, absolutely.
He's on the other side too.
Right. Go ahead, Bleacher.
The only person the only person I saw that hurting the stem cell that helped him out was Rey Mysterio, the wrestler from WWE that had that stem cell for his knee.
Okay.
All right, that's the only time I heard it, but yeah, get it.
Right.
But for the game, after the injury, they still was trying to get, they were trying to pass around in threes, but that third quarter finished them.
Yeah, that third quarter was it. Yeah.
Third quarter finished. They kept on turning over the ball.
They had 8 turnovers in the third quarter. Just the third quarter, 8 turnovers is unacceptable. Hit the like button, friends and family. We the best in the business. Go ahead, Bleacher.
Man, that third quarter, it killed them. And then the only person that was keeping the game was TJ McConnell. That was the only guy that
How can they not stop TJ McConnell in 7? You told me this team is a defensive stalwart. How can they not stop TJ? They haven't stopped him one game this playoffs.
I have an answer to that.
He was going over Chad Cleveland.
Bro, there is no answer for TJ McConnell. He is the answer.
Look. When you have a small white boy who's just going crazy, you gotta let him go. At a certain point, you don't plan for it. And also, you gotta keep in mind, their plan was not for him the whole time. it was a lot of one-on-one coverages. All right, if he passes you, he passes you. It is what it is. You live if he cooks you. It happens. Every single team does that because they don't expect much from him.
Right.
He is 5'10" at best. He's a 5'10". He runs.
But
really
he's
fast.
scoring. He's scoring 14, 15. I mean, he's putting in work.
There's more important players to focus on. In this game, especially, you don't expect Haliburton to lose to break his Achilles.
Right.
You expect him to still be in the game. So, of course, they're not going to plan for that. The most you usually do when he's playing, if you see TJ playing against the other bench, or you're matching bench against bench. So you don't really care. That's why he looks a lot better. This game, sure, you also have TJ also had like 7 turnovers, so he wasn't exactly that great either.
Right.
Literally, the best player. I don't know. This is one thing I hate about Rick so much. Why do you keep taking Pascal out when he's by far your best
player? That was crazy. That I feel like that was a coaching mistake. Let's finish up. Let me finish. Go ahead and finish, Bleacher. Then we'll go to pass. Go ahead, Bleacher.
First of all, thank you for saying that, because I was just gonna bring up. Why would you take Siakam out in the third quarter like that?
He was played 4 minutes.
All period.
He played 4 minutes.
I mean, this is game 7.
There is no there. You got to play 40 minutes. You got to play 40 minutes.
You got to play 40 minutes. This is it. This is for the chips, man. This is for everything. There's no tomorrow.
I feel that was very arrogant coaching by Carlisle. I believe he knew better, but he thought he could pull it off. I don't think that Carlisle respect OKC like that.
Well, no, I think he does. I think he does this mind game thing too much. I've noticed. I've been watching a lot of these post game interviews with coaches. Carlisle has been saying some wild stuff about like what he's thinking. Like you know how Mazzulla says like all those like really stupid things.
Right.
Carlisle has been doing the same thing. Or he's like, oh, you see this? You heard about this? They're doing this. He was. I remember
hold on 1 second.
The Knicks series.
Hold on 1 second, Pat. 7Z said Jaylen Wood plays much better defense and handle the ball better than Middleton. Oh, let's just say all that is true.
Don't matter.
Middleton gets me buckets, sir. Middleton in his prime is getting you buckets and playing solid defense and distributing the basketball. We're not gonna spit on Middleton like that, bro. Jalen Williams is a good player, but he's good in transition. He's not really a person that can create his own shot. Are you worried down the stretch about Jalen Williams breaking your back, hitting a shot? Absolutely not. I'm not worried about Jalen Williams at all, to be honest. During the game, I'm not really worried about dude like that unless it's a fast break. What is he doing? Let's talk about it now. Y'all done got me going now. Let's talk about Jalen Wood. What does he do? What is his move offensively besides the fast break?
A really bad jumper. That's really it.
As I stated, he has no special effects. He's a defensive guy with some decent offense. J-Dub and all these nicknames. Absolutely not. He's Jalen Williams.
The J-Dub thing is only because there's 2 Jalen Williams on the team, so they're like, all right, we had to call you something. So we're not going to – that's something else. However, the other thing is –
he should be called by his number. He didn't earn no nickname. That's disrespectful to people like Rain Man that had nicknames that meant something. Air Jordan nickname that meant something.
I mean, look,
Air Canada meant something.
If you had a nickname like J-Dub since you were a child, you're gonna keep it. That's another thing too. Like if these are childhood nicknames, you just keep them with you.
I just want to go in on dude because I just don't think he like that. And I feel like the media analysts are giving him 93 gas when he's really 87. That's all I'm saying. He's medium, not premium. Medium.
Oh, the middle range?
Yeah, he the middle range. 87, right. 93.
The one you're like, the one you didn't really buy because no one really has cars like that unless you got like a slightly above average car.
Right, yeah, he's cool. He's a cool player. If he was on the Bucks, I'm like, oh, he a cool little player to have. But he's nobody where like.
If he was on the Bucks, he'd probably be the 3rd best player.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying right there. No disrespect, Jalen Williams. You are a champion now. We're just saying all this like you're a future star is just let's just pump the brakes. Let's just pump the brake. You're not better than I'm not taking you over Pascal Siakam. I'm gonna tell you that right away. Absolutely not. I'm not taking Jalen Williams over Pascal Siakam. Never. No.
I still understand why they had Pascal out there long. By the time by the time he got back in the game, it was damn near 18, 19-point lead. Like, why would you take a
4-point game again? They keep doing this every single time. You get the lead down to a certain point. Hey, this guy's cooking. Let's take him out. Why do coaches always do this?
Yeah, the defense. I agree, Scales.
I don't understand why coaches keep doing this over and over again.
I don't get it.
So, are we gonna say that Carlisle's coaching may have cost them this game?
Well, no, I don't. I look, okay. I'm still in the boat that I think OKC still wins, even if Haliburton didn't get injured. Yeah. Because to be honest with you, a lot of OKC, especially the first half, just looked like this is Game 7. We're like still in the moment. Second half, they played much better. How I expected them to
play. I agree with you, but then you're putting McConnell in a position to be a facilitator.
McConnell also would be playing this much minutes, though. His minutes would also be a little bit more down.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Haliburton's impact would have been if they were in this game at half without him, and they have him throughout this game, and to see how even with 21 turnovers, they only lost by 12. Haliburton makes that up, bro. I'm telling you.
I think so too.
Yeah, Haliburton makes that up. OKC ain't scary to me. I'm just like, usually a champion you see like, damn, they got some killers on there. I'm not scared of OKC personally. They're not scary to me.
They should have knocked them out after they had.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm like, the problem was it was all SGA, and then nobody else can shot at that point. They were struggling.
No, I agree. Hey, childish one, we were saying that earlier. The East is going to be mighty interesting next season because of these injuries.
About that, I cannot wait till we talk about trade and everything. I can't wait to get to that situation because
that is going to be wild next year because of all these injuries. A lot of key players aren't going to be back until 2026 You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
early 20. Yeah, Haliburton is now. What is that? He's going to be out to like damn near April, right?
Well, almost yeah. No, hell, I think June maybe.
Yeah, he might be done for the year now.
Yeah, that's almost a year injury right there. You got to deal with.
Tap back in when you get a chance. Pass. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, Bleacher.
Yeah, it's just that situation going on, and I'm thinking, with the trade going down, and that's just crazy. Like.
You see this dude. Derek Stevens said the Pacers' witch doctor was off this Sunday. Come on.
Oh, man. As soon as you saw him, as soon as I said him went down, he's screaming.
Right.
And he came in the ground like, oh, no. And then also they show replay. Like, oh, you got me.
All I want to say is this. For the 3 people that tore their Achilles, I feel like Dame handled it with the most dignity. I would like to say that. Yeah. You never want to see anybody tear their Achilles. If they do, I would like to see them carry it with the dignity that Dame did. Dame, you didn't even know if he was hurt for real at first. He was just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all this beating on the ground, all these Shamar Moore tactics. It was just, let me chill. I know what it is. Come get me, and I'm out of here. It wasn't all this beat. It wasn't all these theatrics. No disrespect. I'm just saying. Dame is cut a little different. Show that man some respect. That's all I'm saying.
I'll be honest with you. I really hope that wasn't his last time in the book. I really hope that he comes back.
Yeah, he'll come back.
I was like, when I saw Indy, I was about to cry that night, man. I was like, man, come on, man, not like this, man.
Right.
Not like this. But I feel the Pacers fans right now. They probably, they
agree, 7Z.
I got a little heart, man. I'll give you a little heart, man. Like Project Pat would say, I got a little heart.
Yo, Project Pat reference. What? That is wild. That is wild. Project Pat reference is wild. That is ridiculous. What? What up, Mitch? Yeah, OKC champions, bro. What up, Daniel Joseph?
Hey, if you guys know reference, Choices, the first movie with the Tyrese Mafia, and then he called his guy spilled money from him. He's like, hey, I got a heart.
Let's talk about this. Is a great comment by the childish one. Giannis sitting out the playoffs last season with calf soreness honestly might have saved his career after seeing what happened this year. Wow. Outstanding comment. Outstanding comment. Let me put that up there again. Giannis sitting out of the playoffs last season with calf soreness honestly might have saved his career after seeing what happened this year. Wow. That is a great way to think about it. Pass, and then Bleacher. Go ahead, Pass. What you think about that, then Bleacher?
Yeah, so with those injuries, especially, calf strains are not to play with. If you have learned anything from 2019, from what KD has gone through, you know those are not injuries you take lightly. Yeah. Luckily for Giannis, he could not walk at that point. He was not even able to walk, so that helped us in the long term.
Yeah, okay. He had calf. So
look, anytime I see that man on the injury report and it says calf strain, you got it. Sit out. I'm not risking that.
He said you got it.
Take the break.
Go ahead, Pat. What's wrong, Charles?
Take the break, bro. We are not risking it.
Hey, that automatically gets you free time. Somebody, hey, my calf. Oh, hey, calf. Hey, get him out of here. Get him out of here. You're not playing for 2 weeks. Get him out of here. Like, this calf thing is going to be serious to see how they monitor that from going forward.
That's 3. That is 3. I mean, same way, too. Doing a step back, trying to step forward, pow. There it is. It's just gone.
I feel you, 7Z. That OKC isn't afraid of TJ, but they respect him because he's giving you bucks.
They didn't though. They don't though. That's the problem. They didn't. That's why they kept letting him do the same thing over and over again. It's literally the same play every single time. They did not. And also, I will say this: putting Casey Wallace on him when he's been by far one of the worst players in this playoff series so far was also a questionable mistake that they kept doing. I don't know why they kept doing that.
Hey, Mr. 414 said all of that talking is still no chip.
Dude, I am glad Giannis' thing that he said earlier did not age badly. Oh boy, we were gonna have another problem.
I agree, Tailhead. I felt it was over after Hallie went down there anyway.
Like I said, I was really pissed off.
Eliza J-Dub is nowhere near a bucket. Nah. If you're a bucket, you average 25 plus. That's a bucket. That's the threshold. 25 plus, then you're a bucket.
I don't know if he's a bucket. If what I can see you doing without SGA there, because there is a huge difference with OKC with and without.
Oh, let me ask you this. Okay, Eliza in chat. We since y'all think I'm going in on J-Dub, right? Would you rather have Desmond Bane or J-Dub?
I'd rather have J-Dub. I'm taking that J-Dub very easily. Desmond Bane's a fake shooter. Don't trust him. That's why I said. That's why look. I understand. I don't know. I forgot who it was.
You know why I'm saying that? Because of what Orlando gave up to acquire.
It doesn't matter. Orlando's thing. Their issue is still the same issue of no playmaking that they still have. I do not trust Paolo and Franz. I'm sorry. They're not good enough as playmakers. They're not going to get you anywhere. Congrats. Now the team is, instead of scoring 90 points a game.
That's fair, Daniel Joseph.
Instead of scoring 90 points a game every game, you're going to score 96 now. Congrats. You made 2 more threes. Congrats. You're still not good enough.
Right. What?
He is. I mean, that's
kind of obvious, but the thing is, they're trying to call. We never call KPJ a star. They're trying to say Jaylen Williams is a star. That's where I'm pushing back. I do not see Jaylen Williams as a star player.
Fringe all. If we're going to say star, it's like a
fringe star. That's my thing.
He could get higher though. Look,
he could. He has a ceiling, but I'm saying right now, as we speak, he's a fringe all-star player. You know what I'm saying? And they're hyping him like he's already a star player. That's my pushback. I know Siakam 31, but he get buckets when I need him to get buckets, and he's consistent.
I mean, he does whatever you want him to do. He does the things you want him to do.
Yeah, he got a back-to-the-basket game. 7Z, what can't Siakam do? Or what did Jaylen Williams do that's way better than Siakam, besides be younger? They both look funny. I mean, they're the same type of thing. So what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on, bro.
I can give J-Dub a little bit of leeway only because this is your first playoff series that last year they were terrible. I will say
I
that.
agree.
Literally all of OKC other than SGA were terrible last year.
Yeah, chess box. I agree. 17 turnovers in the second half. Pass. Hallie would have cut that down a bit.
I mean, he was getting turnovers too before. I don't think the turnover thing matters though. Remember that first game. How many turnovers did they have? If you're not getting points off of it, it does not matter.
Right. Yeah, no, we haven't signed KPJ yet.
You can't yet.
Yeah, we gotta. When can we sign KPJ?
Next month I think is when we can start. Also, I'm hearing reports of him wanting 18 million. Yeah, let him walk.
Yeah.
That's why I think, but that's also why I think the Bucks are looking at Anthony Simons.
That's why.
Why? We don't. But why would you bother with the low level Dame essentially? What are we doing here?
I just said that we don't know what's happening yet.
Our issue has been wing defender for so long. Get a confident wing. Literally just one man. Trade that 31st for 2 picks in this draft. Develop them because we're playing and doing you don't expect to win this year anyways.
Right.
So you might as well trade that pick, get something good in a draft that's good. You have something for next year as well. I saw a trade thing where they wanted to trade Bobby to Golden State for Moses Moody and some other dude. We forgot the other guy's name.
I don't want anybody from Golden State to keep it real.
I don't care about the player. Doesn't matter. The part that matters there is the 2026 pick, and that matters a lot because if that actually conveys, that's 2 picks in a good draft. 2026 draft is a very good draft. It's just as good, maybe even better than this one. There's a lot of fake stuff in this draft, mind you. Look, if you see Ace Billy drop, do not be surprised.
I agree.
He will 100% drop. He is not getting. He may even drop out of top 10 possibly.
Huh. That would be interesting. That would definitely be interesting.
He won't, but there's a chance it will happen.
Hold on, let me get super chat. My boy Molly, Joy, and Jenny, what's good, bro? Appreciate the $2 super chat. Fired Bud, Doc. Yeah, we still need to do that, bro. Absolutely, 100%. We ain't forgot about that either. Don't you worry, bro. Don't you worry. We ain't forgot about that. We definitely ain't forgot about that. One thing I do want to bring up. What up, Miss Robert Walker Murphy? Good to see you in the building. Appreciate you tapping in. Is the Suns trade of Kevin Durant I want to tap into here briefly. So the trade is...
What a fleece. What a fleece.
15-time All-Star Kevin Durant is traded to the Houston Rockets for Jaylen Green, Dylan Brooks, the number 10 pick in this year's draft, and 5 second-round picks. Sources.
Hey, 5 second-round picks. That sounds familiar, don't it?
It does. Very familiar. Is this... So, what do you... Start with you, Bleacher, and then go to Pass. How do you feel about that trade? Who won, who lost, and why?
I would say that the Rockets just fleeced the Suns, man, because basically they got rid of their picks. Who cares about the picks? Picks don't really matter if you're just trying to win. But only to give up, Green and Brooks, and you get the other guys you got on that team already, the center, the center and everything. I just feel like they're ready. They can a little defense team that get a team around him that he wanted that he didn't have in the Suns. Suns had too many guards. Here, Van Fleet, he was the closer. Now he can be a facilitator. You get Durant in there. They're going to force to be reckoned with. I think RKC, they won the championship, but now I don't want to get back there again because got this team like the Rockets. They're going to be up there. But for the Suns, they got so many fronts right now. They got 12 players. Green wasn't really the player that they thought they was. They took him out.
The number 10 pick is going to be big for the Phoenix Suns moving forward. It's going to be huge.
It's going to have to be a developed player. But
yeah.
What I'm thinking about is he almost went to the Heat. He
right.
almost went to the Heat, and it didn't happen.
I got a lot of talk about the Heat.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Cold Butter Podcast. Miles Turner, huge disappointment. Miles Turner is washed.
Yeah.
He's washed now. Cold-blooded, bro. He's washed. I can't see him coming back. He gave them absolutely nothing.
Someone will pay, give them back. The same way how Brook Lopez has a still. I've been hearing reports that people want to pay Brook Lopez even some money. If someone like Steven Adams can get paid that much, you can expect Brook to get paid. You can expect a lot of these players to get paid.
Patricia P said he gave up too much for KD.
Hell, they gave up nothing. You kept all of your good young players. You got rid of the two bad. You got rid of your two worst players.
Look, well, Jaylen Green isn't a bad player. I'm not gonna say
yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he absolutely is. You know how I know Jaylen Green's a bad player?
Because they traded.
Not even because they traded him. I had game. They were factually better against Golden State when he was off the court. He made them somehow worse. Every time he's on the court, they always lose their leads, or they just get even worse in a bigger hole.
He can't play defense.
Look, I know we guys were all like very high on AJ Johnson earlier. This is the bad part of AJ Johnson. If he like keeps with like all the bad habits he have now, this is what he would look like. Essentially, this. You don't want that on your team, especially at $36 million a year.
All right, no, that's fair. That's fair. Hold on 1 second. What up, my boy Molly Joy and Jenny back in the super chat. Appreciate the $5, bro. Does no one realize KD is 40? Why does everyone think KD is still a winning piece? He's the most efficient, least effective player I've seen. Interesting. Shots fired.
I mean, he's
36.
37. But
yeah, he's going to be 37, but he's so efficient. I mean, he's going to help Houston 100%.
He will because they have the defense around him. So it's
not
really an issue.
That's why he ain't said nothing. He happy to go there. He's quiet. Hey, he's happy.
That's the Fanatics, and he got traded right when he was on stage, and he's like, "Whoa, we got what I wanted. They got what they wanted."
Because Phoenix has to keep Beal at this point. He has to stay. No one wants Beal.
No, they're trying to trade him.
They tried, but they won't take that contract.
This is the reports I've heard about from Suns, and this is from Suns reporters, mind you. So like these are people who are in close in with about this. They're saying they're planning to keep Jaylen Green. So I'm gonna see free Devin Booker, man. I understand people are saying Giannis needs to leave. If anyone actually needs to leave, it might be you, man. Because at least Giannis got a ring with his team.
We took your ring.
Yeah,
we gangstered your ring.
Hey man, you might need to.
Hey, let's talk about that. Free Devin Booker. Let's start some. Let us start some noise on the internet. Free Devin Booker.
Hey, look, Sons, we got an offer for you. We give you the 31st pick. We give you Kuzma. We give you Bob Portis.
We might have to find a way to move.
You give us Devin Booker. How about that? Not a bad trade, right?
Come on, Booker. Come on home.
We'll even throw an Ajax for you.
He ain't throwing Ajax. Hold on 1 second. What up, Dante Flynn? Appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. What's good, family? Bucks need to get Hanson Yang in the draft. I've heard that name before. I haven't done any research, but that name, I've heard it a few times now. I'm going to have to do some research on dude. Appreciate you, Dante. Go ahead, Pass. You about to say something?
If we go up in the draft, we can possibly get him, but I don't know if it's necessary to get him.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't looked too much into the draft. I should start looking again. Because I most of my stuff I've been looking for is like higher draft picks. Because I'm assuming the Bucks will trade him.
Right. I would be too, Robin Walker Murphy, but they want the bag. That's the thing. Like, KPJ is going to get a bag. Gary Trent Jr. played well. He's going to get a bag. I think that's why he's going to get more than we think. I'm telling y'all. He's going to get more than you think. He shot well from three. KPJ showed he's a multi-dimensional player still. Those type of players are coveted. This was a show me or prove it year. They proved that they can hoop. And other teams see that they can hoop as well, which is why the Anthony Simons thing is coming on. Is like, if those two don't pan out or whatever happened, this will be our fallback plan. I'm telling you, that's what they're looking at. That's why the Anthony Simons thing is coming into play.
Look, there's better plans for the Bucks, especially now. Since even though, look, we understand Pat is getting paid $9 million. It is a declining contract though.
Right.
So it is tradable now. Before it wasn't tradable. Now it is tradable. Some team will take that contract for like vet presence. 9 million really isn't much nowadays. With how big contracts are, 9 million essentially nowadays is like 6 million.
Right.
Maybe 4 million for 4 years ago. So you could trade that. And besides, he already owns half of Milwaukee anyways. Hilarious. It's not like he's gonna go away. He's still gonna be here during the summer.
It's not like he's gonna go away. He'll still be here. We do have options now, though. You're right, though. As far as with PC being an expiring contract, teams will want that.
Look, I'm honestly hopeful for this.
That would have been what I would have gone for, Derek, if I were Phoenix. I would have tried to get Jabari Smith Jr.
That was all the reports before. It was being held up because they wouldn't trade him. They probably just realized, okay, this is still our best offer, and we want to get rid of KD at this point because KD clearly doesn't want to be there. Correct. Either you trade him now, or you wait another year, and then he leaves for nothing, and you have nothing. You had to trade him sooner or later.
I am too, Jeff, but I feel like I don't know how I feel about this trade. It's the 5 second round pick. I know Jaylen Green solid, Dillon Brooks solid. I don't know. I know. I need more time. 7Z said trade Dame for Beal. No, bro. Oh, I can't do that.
Why would we do that? Why? What did we gain from this? Why would we even? We just got out of the second apron. Why would we want to go back in?
His girlfriend already said she won't be here, so
no. Right.
He's enjoying playing off the bench.
Okay, Mr. 414 said Hanson's game is like the Joker's. I've been watching him too. Interesting. Okay.
Like that.
Athletic Chinese player 7'2". Interesting. Mr. Cool, what's up, Mr. Cool? Salute to the living legend first and foremost. Pass. What is our draft pick number?
47.
47, Mr. Cole.
It's a low number, so in the second round, mind you. So I don't really know much about the second round. The second round's been tricky because it's hard to evaluate players, especially second round players.
And they were smart. They kept their best players. For the most, they kept Sengun, Jabari. I mean, what did really they lose? 5 second round picks.
Their 10th pick this year. That's really it.
They really only lost the 10th pick. Is Dillon Brooks really that important? Is Jaylen Green really that important? I feel like Kevin Durant makes up for both of them and some.
You know my answer about Jaylen Green? If you guys remember when Styles was coaching the Rockets, you know how I know Jaylen Green is garbage? When Kevin Porter Jr. is by far the most promising player of that group.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He was actually the one who I actually thought had at least something there, and I don't even like him. You know my opinion on him. You know I don't want him on this team.
What Michigan center? I gotta look. I gotta check.
I don't think we should be looking at centers. I really think our thing should be more so wing oriented. But
okay. I'll check him out, Moose.
I don't mind being a center, but I don't know. Bucks have been kind of iffy with drafting centers as of late. I don't think a single one of them been panned out.
Let me ask y'all a random question. Does Indiana or OKC need to make any changes to try to get back to the finals?
Yeah, they both do.
Wow.
OKC is very obvious what they need to do. They need to get shooters. It's very simple. You have the picks. I have no. You can throw out those picks however you like. Throw them out. Give it to someone whoever needs it. Might as well get Cam Johnson now. At this point, you need shooters. Go get some.
They have the capital.
Yeah, you have the capital. You have the space. Your team is built with the new CBA in mind, anyways, because everyone's still in low contracts.
So you would just ship out some picks to get some shooters in.
Picks and some players don't use. Someone might be able to use them. Like your team has depth, so that's the one positive. You can get rid of depth players for
what's that dude named? The Wallace cat.
Wallace. You probably keep Casey Wallace if you just signed him, but like a Nikola Topic, you could probably trade, even though he didn't play. You can trade
Isaiah Joe. Oh no, Isaiah Joe is actually a shooter, right?
Yeah, but he's not a good shooter. I noticed. Kind of did not show up at all this playoffs.
I agree.
He's also terrible at defending, as I've noticed too.
I agree, John Yusuf.
He's a poor man's AJ Green. If I'm being real with you, he's like.
That is a hell of a statement, and I agree. There are no great teams in the NBA, and I think that's what they want, though.
That's what I said last couple of lives, and because it's every apron, you can't really get other like pile your team up with stars anymore. But for Indiana, it's gonna be a lot harder for them because you just lost Haliburton for like almost a year. You gotta resign some guys on that roster. That's probably gonna demand.
They got to make
money.
a decision on Miles Turner.
They're probably gonna pay him, knowing them.
Right.
I'm not gonna let him go at that point.
No, you'd be surprised. Even though they look, when the guy like that, we know this from experience. When someone who is homegrown, you pay them
That's
more
a good.
than
Damn, the comments is great today.
Homegrown player, you've had him there for how long? Like at some point, you're not gonna trade him. If you got traded, he would have been traded years ago.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They might let him retire there. What do y'all think about Patricia comment here? That the Rockets play with pace. Will KD be able to keep up?
Yeah, that's fine. Because KD's game's more outside anyways.
Okay.
And they actually need that in the playoffs, especially. They need a shot creator. They need someone who can get their own buckets.
You also got to remember he worked with Udoka in Brooklyn, so he was in Brooklyn when he went to Brooklyn for that first year, and then that's when he took the job for the Boston.
Okay.
Wait, was Udoka underneath
Atkins?
Oh, that's cool. He's underneath Atkins, really.
I just remember that. They saw the picture when I was reading the story about the Rockets and said he played with Udoka before, so he know how he is.
I mean, didn't Katie also get Kenny Atkins fired?
Yeah, we got Atkins fired like him, but Udoka,
like he got him fired. So did Kyrie, just to get Steve Nash in, and then there's somehow the worst coaching job I've ever seen.
He wanted Udoka in there and they didn't do it, so that's why he was upset with.
Back to your comment though, as far as what you were saying, everyone's saying about the parity, but doesn't OKC because of the draft picks have a chance to come back? Because of the timing with the draft picks, that if they hit properly, they could reboot again. Technically,
they do, but
they're the only team that has a chance because of the draft capital that they've acquired over time.
Look, teams get more confidence after they win. I'm confident. Look, the Bucks 2022 were much better than the Bucks 2021.
I agree.
Denver 2024, I thought was just as good, if not just as good as 2023.
True.
You look much better than next year. The exception is the Celtics, but that's because I don't know. They think everyone just like fell off.
Oh, they're gonna be.
They're also gonna be sellers. I guarantee you, they're gonna be selling some players. You don't like the ones who expect KP to be gone, expect Drew to be gone. If the right price is there, you may see Derek White gone too.
Facts.
So that's really
Derek White is their most tradable player. Where everybody would obviously you got Jaylen Brown, but you don't want to trade him. So it'd be Drew or Derek White.
If you're trading for Jaylen Brown, you have to take in big contracts back.
Because they got the real max, like the 300 and something. So, yeah, which is crazy.
Jaylen Brown's and then Tatum's contract also goes in next year. You're gonna be paying a lot of money.
KD makes them better, but you don't think it moves the needle, Jeff?
Nah, I understand this point. Yeah, I think it moves them from an actual contender, but I don't think they're favorites though.
No. But they're in the mix now.
In the mix, but I don't think they're gonna be.
I don't know if they're in the mix though, because like I don't know. The West is also just as hard as the East. The East is hard because everyone's injured. The West is hard because everyone's pretty much the same level.
Right.
So really, everyone could be everyone. The only team I'm confident in that has good chances is maybe OKC, obviously, because they just won.
Right.
And I have some confidence in the Wolves, but their issue is too much analytics where you just shoot too many threes now.
Right.
Point. So I don't know. But those are probably the two teams. And maybe Dallas, maybe something. I don't know. We have to see.
I agree, Eliza. I do think he fills a lot of voids for the Houston Rockets. KD does. I'm not saying he puts them in a championship, Eliza, but I agree with you. He does fill a lot of voids. Shout out to the queens of the chat, always dropping gems. So So when you say OKC, so do the Rockets, are they a second round team, a Western Conference final team with KD? What is their ceiling?
Ceiling, I would say, is Western Conference.
I would say Western Conference Finals for me. I
think
don't.
that's their ceiling. I don't know if they reach it. Whether they reach it or not is a different story. But that's where I think ceiling wise, if everything goes perfectly, if you expect all the players that they have right now to play how they want, the young players who should take a leap, for Amen Thompson to take a leap, for Jabari to actually be able to shoot better. Especially now, Jabari will definitely look better because he has another person there. He's not the only shooter on the team now.
No, I agree. Hold on, Mom. Cold Blooded Podcast. Appreciate the $2 super chat. I will trade Miles Turner to Utah. Go Pacers. And then for what? Like, what are you gonna get? Yeah, who you gonna get? Marketing? Come on, bro. You gotta be realistic. What y'all about to get? Yeah, you gonna get marketing? Who you gonna get? Come on, bro. It's a wrap for Miles Turner. Just need to go ahead and bow out gracefully, bro.
It's a wrap. Old. He's like the same age as Giannis. What are we on about?
But he can't move. He looked like Brook. Sometimes people age. I don't know, man.
Most of these bigs can't move, though. None of them can. None of these bigs can move. Chet and Wemby the only ones who can move because they're young. Give it some time. They're going to look exactly the same, too. See? Especially Chet.
John Yusuf saying KD is too slow now. Winning teams are young, fast on defense.
Well, true.
That's the point.
The thing about KD is that KD is a very plug-and-play player, where he fits literally every single team that could fit him on there. True. It doesn't matter how you play. Like, players where their games always translate, always fit.
Yeah, he's plug-and-play, a Drewish type player, but on a way higher ceiling. But like a Drew player, you can put him in.
His is offensive.
Right. You know, KD gonna give you 27 points a game. You know he gonna give you
consistently dropping like 20 points, 25 points since he's been out. Since he's been gone from his Achilles.
Right.
From Brooklyn. From then, even on the Suns team, he's been playing pretty well.
It's not him. He's not the reason they're losing.
The Suns team sucks because the whole team as a whole is bad.
Right, and how the makeup of the team is bad. To me, the makeup of the Suns is bad.
Yeah, the Suns had 3 bad coaches in a row.
Right.
No one's buying in because you have nothing to give. There's nothing to buy into. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Miles Turner, Lopez, our cousins is crazy.
You know what's funny? They both neither of them rebound either.
That's true. Neither one of them rebound. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Neither one of them rebound.
And also, there's a good chance the Rockets may not also be done.
What you mean?
Do you think? Look, I understand KD's a good trade, but they also didn't trade much for him. You still have stuff to trade. If things aren't working out during the season, do you see someone like one disgruntled star or one player who's like, oh, we could probably get them during the midseason? They will absolutely be one of the buyers because you're not kidding. You're keeping your coach for sure. You're probably going to keep him in. You're going to try to keep. You trade Fred.
Oh,
Fred's still there. His contract's still there.
But he's such a good part of that team, and he brought the winning culture to that team. Do you? You know what I'm saying?
No, I know. I get what you're saying, but I'm not. Never say never.
Right.
We have seen players who are on our own team, what we thought are culture players. They will leave. They will get traded if we have seen it. They will get traded, or they may not even come back next year because they won't pay them. You can see a guy like.
Then I know the feeling. Hey, look at this. I really don't care. I just want to watch my team.
Bro, man, I feel you.
Hey, he is Brook. This is the same thing we say about Brook. Go ahead, Pat.
Imagine Miles Turner. Multiply that by 4 players on your team. That's what we had to deal with every single year, man. We get you. We understand how it is.
We follow you, bro. That was from the heart. I felt you. You should have just said that from the jump. Instead of all this trade, I just want him off my team. I can understand.
Bucks fans have been trying to trade Chris, has been trying to trade Brooke. Has been trying to trade Bobby. Pat. Only one of them got traded, and he got the worst trade off so far out of all of them.
Bro, when I see Pat Connaughton got that guy's deal, I wanted to cry. Like, man, come on, man. Don't hurt me, man. Like,
that is a great point. Damn, y'all snapping on the comment. Check this out, Bleacher and Pass. Since the teams are so watered down and so much parity, it is vital to have a top coach.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing about the CBA. The CBA is pretty much debt and coaching. That's what this CBA is essentially doing. It's like which one of the general managers are best at building.
Facts. So that's why we spin the block now on Doc. Doc is not a quality coach.
The team likes him too much. If though literally your best hope at this point is hoping you get some X's and O's assistant coaches on the side. Because that does help. You need at least one or two. I don't know if we have that.
Where's Thibodeau? We could get Thibodeau to be our DC.
We have a problem with that benching game play with Tibbs then. I understand. Didn't we just have to talk about like, oh, we're glad Giannis didn't play that time because it's injured. What do you want to do?
I just want Tibbs to coach the defense. I want him to come on as an assistant to coach the defense.
We need to get a new defensive identity to begin with before we even think about that.
He can create the identity. He ain't working.
It means getting rid of Brooke. That's what that means. You are not re-signing him. Get rid of him.
Brooke, we want you going. We want you down in Florida, bro.
Man, go Disney, man.
You go to Disney, bro. Go down to Orlando. You straight, bro. They love you down there.
Sign and trade, bro.
Yeah, sign and trade. Yeah, sign and trade.
Or let them walk. One of the two. I prefer
sign and trade in Orlando. We want one of the Wagners back.
No. Keep the Wagner Bros off this team. No Germans on this team. Only German we're taking is Dennis.
Dennis. Schroeder.
Hey, Paz, no kidding. We was texting earlier today, and they were talking about Simons. I thought we was talking about Sexton from the Jazz. And I'm going off. Who that guy? I want that on my team. Man,
Sexton wouldn't be terrible on the Bucks.
Man, that's all I'm saying, Robin, is that Tibbs could coach the defense better than what's popping now. I did see your comment, 7Z, about the personnel. I get that. Tibbs has worked with less and made them play good defense. I'm just saying bringing him as an assistant coach for now to help the defense. Who else is going to help the defense? Who's going to help us?
All that assistant stuff doesn't matter if you don't have the players around. It really doesn't matter. Tibbs has had good defensive players around.
So what the Bucks?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I was here. I've been reading here. Like they said they're going to be aggressive.
Their aggressive is trying to aim for the 16. That's what their aggressive is. They may try for trades for something because how injury the East is right now. But even then, you're only guaranteed to be above maybe two. Only teams I can guarantee the Bucks will for sure be above is you'll probably be above the Wizards, you'll probably be above the Raptors.
Facts.
Probably Chicago. But are we actually going to be better than most of the team in our conference? Are we going to be better? We're definitely not going to be better than the Cavs, regular season wise.
On top of my head, we're number 5 or 6 right now. 5 or 6.
So Cavs. Assuming Indiana, even without Haliburton, maybe. That's a maybe though. For sure, the Knicks. So that's 2 already there. Orlando's tricky, but yeah, sure. We'll give Orlando that too. Detroit is another one.
Yeah,
that's 4. That's already 5 right there. That's we're already at the 50 right there. Detroit. Then you can take maybe one of the other teams might take a lead.
You don't know about the 76ers.
76ers might be healthy again. That's another one there. I might a huge question there too.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that we have.
You're either 5 or 6. You want to stay out of the play-in, essentially.
Right.
As long, literally, the Bucks' goal this year should be get a pick worse than the Pelicans. Make sure the Pelicans' own pick is higher, so you don't have to do that pick swap. Or if it is a pick swap, it's very close to each other. Because you do have a draft pick next year. You don't want to make sure you keep that pick.
Facts, Chessbox. It's gonna be very interesting. Damn, Robert Walker Murphy said the Bucks organization is just happy with all the revenue they generate from having Giannis on the team. They ain't really pressed about no championship. If they were, why keep Doc?
The whole team likes him. They have a coach that everyone likes. The whole team likes him.
One that wants him to stay.
Giannis wants him to stay. Every single player on the team wants him to stay.
That's crazy. Because he don't make him practice.
It doesn't matter about practice or not. I don't know. They just like him. Likability makes a huge difference as a coach. There's a reason why Malone got fired.
Right. Mr. 414, they're a regular season team, though, bro. They're going to get in the playoffs. No, they might be frauds in the playoffs, but I'm saying getting to the playoffs, they're going to be a high seed, bro.
This is all we're talking about. We're not talking about playoffs at all.
Yeah, we're just saying the seeding to get to the playoffs. Yeah.
I know for sure the Cavs will be good regular season because they have shown that multiple times. Same with how we used to be like that. We were like that too,
man. Yeah, they could let Giannis. The Bucks would know darn well they're gonna have to get some more players around Giannis. So I just think they're gonna make one or two good moves, but
development is the whole thing should be for this year. It should be developing players that we already have in this team.
I just was gonna say that. Yep.
I've heard rumors about them trying to play Tyler Smith. Finally,
I saw that report.
Yeah,
let's see.
But that's by force. That's not by choice.
Yeah, but it's better by force. Sooner or later you're gonna have to anyway. Look how the OKC and the Pacers were both playing 10-man, 12-man rotations in the finals.
Right.
You can't. True. This isn't the 7-man, 8-man rotations anymore. You need good bench pieces.
True.
One of those players got to be good. You got to find something.
I mean, we could say the Pacers bench is a big reason they got to the finals.
It is the reason why.
Yeah, we could say that. Yeah, a huge part was their bench. I mean, let's keep it real.
It's in terms of their biggest thing is probably coaching. Then you'd probably say how Haliburton is playing with their team in the system. And then right behind it is the bench.
Right. That
their whole team buys in.
But they have something to buy into. Bucks have nothing to buy into. That's the problem. Yeah, Orlando is in win now mode. I agree, Orlando, and I actually think Bane helps them. I'm actually like Desmond Bane's game. I thought he showed me a lot when John Morant was out. He was carrying that team. I think that he's going to help.
Playoffs too. He showed me a lot in that playoffs that you were a fake shooter.
I'm telling you, he gonna help. He gonna help Orlando. Watch.
I have seen it 3 years in a row of you being a fake shooter. I know what you are. I know what you will always be. You are not changing. And enjoy the regular season, Orlando. That shooting ain't lasting forever. Same way how you thought KCP was going to help you with shooting. It's going to be the exact same thing.
Except you gave up a lot more, right?
You gave up. You gave up the Suns 2026 pick. With how the Suns are now, I know the Wizards are happy because they also own that pick. That pick is good.
That's what I was getting to right here. Pass bleacher. Look at what Patricia P said. The team likes Doc because there's no accountability and his expectations are low. I agree with that. Same, Robert Brooks. I like Bane. I don't understand. Hey, I like Bane. I'm gonna keep it real. We're gonna see what happens, but I think Bane is a good pickup for Orlando. I think that's a good pickup.
He got his arms are too small. That's the problem. Also, he got too small arms for his size.
I've heard that. That's so funny to me.
You got a negative wingspan, man.
If Bobby walk and they don't resign Brooke, they are in trouble. No.
They'll resign one of the two. Yeah. And even with Bobby, they're probably gonna. If they do trade, it most likely be. I've heard Bobby is on trade blocks. I don't know. Wait, which Cam Jeff?
Let me see. Hold on. Which Cam? Johnson?
Cam Johnson, yeah, I heard about him. He's the free agent.
He's a solid player, but he's gonna get a bag on the free market.
A bag, man.
This is where OKC might go off for it.
To get Cam, you think?
Yeah,
That would put them over the top.
that's what they needed earlier. They
Yeah,
probably
I
would have
think
did this.
if OKC were to get a Cam Johnson, that would put them over the top.
That's another shooter right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So
When he was with the Suns, he was giving the Bucks some problems when in the finals. So,
Yeah, that one good play, and I don't remember anything
right.
else about him doing
well,
anything.
I
To be
mean,
honest, I
that
don't
was
remember
the
much from him.
dunk
He
on,
had that's all he did though. I don't really remember much.
Nah, he better than Mario Ellie, Derek Steve. Come on,
Look,
bang, bang.
okay, Daniel, what do you remember from the Suns playoff games from their perspective and the
well,
finals?
I mean, okay, because 503s, he dunked on TJ Tucker on one play, and
Okay,
that was it.
yeah, I
So,
know nothing about a shooting, is it?
Hey, yo, it's getting kind of late. So I'm gonna let y'all get y'all last words in, and we gonna regroup. So the next slide, I want to talk about trades. Now this next slide, now the postseason's over. We go now the next slide. Just so y'all know, we gonna talk about trades, what's already been traded, what we think is gonna happen moving forward, how these trades affect the East, and also the injuries. I really want us to get into that in the next live as well. But without further ado, Bleacher Report boss, your last words that we go to pass. My back is killing me sitting in these planes and all this foolishness. But go ahead, go ahead. It's all you, Bleacher.
first of all, before I get to my point, you had a good time, on vacation.
Yeah, it was cool, bro. Yeah, always cool. Get away for a little bit. But you know that the problem was work was still calling.
Yeah,
Out of
you
office
good.
meant absolutely nothing.
I
I was in like two teams call all. I You know what? Let me chill. Go ahead, Bleach. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
all right.
Work
I mean,
is what it is, but hey, I like putting it to pain. No, it is what it is. Go ahead, Bleacher.
all right. First of all, congratulations to OKC. You guys, you won the game, won championship. Good Dorian Dandy. I'm happy for you. You got the win. Pacers gave it everything you got this game. I'm sorry that Haliburton got hurt. Don't not. I ain't want that out. That hurt me. That hurt my soul. I saw that. Like I just wanted to see a good game. Whoever wins, who the best wins.
Mm-hmm.
So it sucks that issues like this happen. So, but overall, the Bucks look like they don't have to. They got an opportunity to do something because that trade they had with Kevin Durant, he could have went to the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bucks can't be messing around. They're gonna have to make some moves here to do something. I know that we're gonna talk about getting rid of Doc. They're not gonna get rid of him because the owners does not want to get rid of him. They don't want to get
Right.
rid of him.
He loved that. Yeah.
At least this year. Then if he still sucks, he'll finally be gone. I mean, I can just hear my boy from Bahamas. He's probably like, I don't want him going now. but But overall, I can't wait to talk about these trades, talk about this team, what they need to do later. It's just right now, season's finally over with, and it's an opportunity. This is an opportunity.
Right.
Like this, second apron is really opening up in the NBA right now because it's no more super teams. It's no more
Right.
super teams. All about regular teams that need to come together. So that's why
And it's
Giannis is
depth.
not
It's depth. It's gonna really be about teamwork moving forward. Literally.
exactly not being lazy and having all these other. So go ahead,
Right.
pass.
It's on you,
Pass.
pass. Hold on a second. He trying to pull up something. I'm gonna give it a
No, no,
second.
no. I'm just reading some stuff. I next year will be interesting because
Yeah.
a lot of stuff is going on now. I don't know if there's going to be another big trade because it does feel like there's going to be some trade movement going on. And I hope we are one of those teams.
Facts.
I don't want it to be a big trade. I just want it to be something where you can get good
Value.
rotational pieces.
Yeah, value
If you
picks.
can get either with the Pelicans, because the Pelicans are trading, you can get one of Herb or Trey Murphy. I prefer Trey Murphy only because he's better offensively. Herb is better defensively, but you get more offense from
Right.
Trey there. So that's one of the options there. One of the two, literally either one. If that's an option, maybe trading your pick to the Nets for like multiples for like three first rounders or two first rounders and 1 second. OKC also has picks right now you can possibly get from. So you have options.
Absolutely. Draft live Wednesday.
I'm gonna be doing some draft research, especially for the second round.
Okay.
I will let you know. I'm only confident in 2 picks as of now.
Okay.
Maybe 3. My top 3 is locked, and I'm confident number 1 is Cooper, and I don't think anyone else should.
So we'll definitely be going live during the draft, though, too. 100% be going live. Then we'll talk about all that stuff. So we'll be probably going live Wednesday.
I'm just giving you top 3.
Okay.
It's just Cooper. It's gonna be Dylan, probably number 2, and then number 3 is gonna be VJ.
Okay.
Fair. That's my 3.
There we go. Appreciate you, Pass. Appreciate you, Bleach Report Ball. So we gonna go live again for the draft. We're going to definitely go live again for the draft, so appreciate you, Pass, tapping in. I know it's real late over there. Appreciate you staying on late, bro. Bleacher, appreciate y'all. All right, bro. Appreciate y'all. All right,
go. On the next episode.
What's wrong with these cats? These cats funny. All right, y'all, about to tap you in, Brandon, before we get up out of here. Appreciate all y'all tapping in. I missed y'all for 2 lives. How did that happen? I had to get some R&R, y'all. You know, every 90 day-ish, I need to dip. 90 to 120 days. I just need to dip for a minute, y'all. So appreciate y'all patience, still tapping in, engaging in the post. Appreciate all the well wishes for the 4K and salutes. Appreciate that, friends and family. Really do. I've been grinding. I'm trying to put in the pain. We headed to 10,000. I told y'all we about to take this game over. We really about to take it over. Next year is going to be one of the biggest and best years ever. Watch what I tell y'all. Watch what I tell y'all. We taking over. They tap in the homie Brandon before we get up out of here. What up, Brandon?
Yeah.
What up? So tell me what you felt about the game today, bro, before we get up out of here. Go ahead, bro.
I watched the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
I think when Addy went down, they could not recover.
No, they couldn't recover. That was too much.
Yeah. I think they should. I don't know why we come out. Took Siakam out of the game.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's poor coaching.
Yeah. I think it was a little bit arrogant. I think not more arrogance, him trying to do too much and get too cute. And I think it cost his team. And if it's a game 7, there is no time for rest. There is no time for going against or trying new things. That's not when you do it. You know that Siakam is one of your best players. He got to play 40 minutes. SGA played 40 minutes. He's a champion.
48 minutes. I'm glad to OKC.
Right.
You know I don't trust OKC.
Right. They did enough to win, though. We got to give him that credit. SGA, he definitely was a volume shooter, but he was like, hey, if we lose, win or lose, I'm going to be out there gunning, so I got to respect that.
I agree.
Yo, Robert Allen, come on, fam. Robert Allen. Pacers stopping at the hospital on the way to Cancun? Come on, bro. What? Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You know the big on man up? We have to give them some credit.
Right.
Because even though they are made out, they are rival, we have to give them some credit because they fought hard.
I agree. I agree. Damn, that was diabolical comment.
They fought hard.
Yeah, I agree.
They fought hard tonight.
Yeah, they gave it their all. Look at these dudes. Look at these dudes. Jesus.
Damn, D. Damn. I'm thinking.
They are at the Pacers. No mercy. No mercy.
I'm thinking. All these fatigue injuries. The East gonna be wide open this year.
Absolutely, 100%. I can't wait next year. Not everybody got a chance. We already know the Cavaliers are choked when you need them to. So We don't know what's going to happen. We just know that everyone has a chance in the East. I don't see anyone as a truly dominant team in the East. And if you haven't already, please hit the like button. We putting in the pain over here.
I think it, Dragon Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm thinking, I'm the Dragon Wednesday and Thursday. Then the start of free agency.
Yep.
I'm thinking the NBA gonna change the landscape this season.
Mm-hmm.
There's not gonna be no more super teams.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of parity. Yep.
Yeah, there's not gonna be no more super teams. It's gonna be all young, all fresh made, all fresh meat, fresh made this season. And I thought that a trade between Orlando and Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not a team gonna make the move.
Yeah, I agree.
Now the NBA Finals over, they start getting ready for the draft, then the free agency. There's a lot going on in the NBA landscape right now.
Damn it, Jeff. Looks like.
What did you say?
Oh, I can't even repeat all. That's a lot. Damn, Jeff went in. All right, go ahead, Brandon, before we get up out of here, Brandon.
No problem. I'm glad I could not jump in the last like a few nights ago because I'm sick. I'm not back in foundation.
Okay. Salute.
I'm sounding like my normal self now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bomb on nobody right now. But I'm gonna say that.
All right.
I'm gonna say that to the next season.
There we go.
We're gonna talk about our pockets.
Right.
We're gonna talk about our Packers pretty soon, though.
Yeah, Packers coming soon. Right after the draft, we going right into the Packers.
Yeah. Hey, the grass OKC, you guys run it, but you guys won't be back next season. You guys won't be back next season. You guys deserve the championship. The grass on this one, but next season it's gonna be a different ball game. We know what we did to you on the cup. Hey, y'all not coming back next season. I pray on your downfall. I pray on your fall. So, the grass on y'all, we put every championship, y'all better not gonna be back next season. So, salute the Buck Nation, Johnny friend. Take one step at a time. Take one get at a time. I heard y'all. I see y'all on Wednesday for the draft. And let's keep this thing going.
All right, Brandon.
Hey, we putting it into this thing. We putting in this content like no other content creator do. This is the
All right,
number
Brandon.
one podcast on YouTube.
Salute, Brandon. Appreciate you.
Why?
There we go.
Y'all. I'm glad y'all take Wednesday at a time. I got y'all Wednesday.
All right, bro, go.
All right.
Hey, y'all got some real venom in y'all heart today. So I can't even read some of these comments because they are so left. This dude, my man Brandon, before he got off, just said he prays for their downfall. Yo. Oh! I gotta get up. This is too much today. This is way too much. Friends and family, that might have been the straw that broke the camel's back with me today. I got it. We gotta stop. I'm gonna see y'all on Wednesday. This is a lot. Brandon did a lot right there. I'm gonna see y'all on Wednesday. I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic. We just got to discussing the NBA Finals Game 7 where OKC defended home court, won Game 7, and now are the NBA champions powered by Jaylen Williams. I will not call him J-Dub. Jaylen Williams and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they are now the champions. Haliburton tore his Achilles. And we will be going live again for the draft on Wednesday. Comment, like, subscribe, share the electrifying content, and ask yourself, did you hit the like button? It's for the free 99. All you do is press it. It helps me. It helps build the community. Nothing bad happens to you for hitting the like button. Only good things happen when hitting the like button. Spread the love. Comment, like, subscribe, share the electrifying content. I'll go. Let me quit playing. Damn, y'all had some real venom in y'all heart today. Some of these comments was fun. I couldn't even read them, but they were so funny because that was too much. So y'all, Jesus, praying for the downfall. Damn, that was nasty work. Go.